Hey guys, this is From My Point of View, and I'm back with a video, finally. Yeah, I know, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, okay? I've just been busy, okay? I have just been busy, alright?
Really, nigga?
But I am finally back, and I'm going to be talking about a topic that I know that has been covered by quite a few people, and it's about Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I am aware that the movie has been released in theaters, but the thing is, I didn't have time at the moment to go and see it. I am gonna go and see it on Friday, but I thought that I would make this video just sharing my opinions and my thoughts on what I have seen from the trailers so far. And I'm gonna be honest, I was quite disappointed when I watched the trailers because, I mean, I am a really big fan of Spider-Man. I have been since I was 2 years old. And whenever I get to see a movie about Spider-Man, I always have a blast. Like, even when I watched the Amazing Spider-Man movies, which I do know are pretty bad, I always still found at least some way to entertain myself and have some fun watching them. But lately, I've just been kinda not feeling it with the MCU movies that have been released about Spider-Man, and this new live-action interpretation of the character. And I know that I'm gonna piss off a lot of people when I say this, but I'm just personally not a fan of MCU Spider-Man. I'm just not a fan, and honestly, I would say that this version of the character is probably my least favorite live action adaptation. Yes, and I stand by that. I like Mark Webb's, Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker and Spider-Man more than Tom Holland's Peter Parker and Spider-Man. The reason why is because at least Andrew, at least he felt like the Spider-Man that I knew and grew up with. At least he felt and had the essence of the character and was his own hero. This version of the character, he is not his own hero. He is not his own man. And in fact, I don't know what the hell he is. Seriously, is he Iron Man's sidekick? Is he Iron Man Jr.? Is he Spider-Boy? Like, I don't get what Disney is pulling with this new take on the character. Like, I know that a lot of people love Spider-Man Homecoming, and at first, when I first saw it, I did like it as well, but after rewatching it a couple of times and growing and maturing my own thoughts and opinions, I really don't like it as nearly as much as when I first saw it. And to be honest, I will probably put Spider-Man Homecoming as probably being on par with the Amazing Spider-Man movies. And I'm not saying that as a movie it's fucking awful. No, it's as a movie it's enjoyable and fun, but it's just, in my opinion, it's just a bad Spider-Man movie. Because through most of it, Spider-Man acts as pretty much like a lost child, like he doesn't have his own identity. He pretty much is treated as like Iron Man's like dim-witted sidekick, and the thing that I hated most about Homecoming was that Spider-Man just didn't feel like his own character. Like he felt like he was like a he felt like he was trying too hard to be like they were trying too hard to make him be like Iron Man Jr. or Iron Man 2.0, because he had this like super high-tech suit that could like do anything. It gave him like insane loads of different types of webbing. He had like web wings, parachute, old instant kill mode. Like he had all this shit built into this suit, and I was like thinking, bro, what the hell is this? What the hell is this thing? This is not Spider-Man. This is like a weird amalgamation of Spider-Man and Iron Man into one character. Like, it doesn't feel like the character that I grew up with and that I admired for years. No, he just doesn't feel that way, that same way to me. And not only does he get like the super high-tech suit, but this new version of Spider-Man, he has it so fucking easy, man. Seriously, everything that you think would like go wrong and you would expect like huge consequences to come from them, they don't happen. There's this scene where Spider-Man is trying to stop the bank robbers from robbing a local bank, and he fails. The bad guys get away, and they almost like they destroy like this section of his neighborhood, and actually destroy a store where an old guy works that he knows. And you would think that because of that, oh shit, this guy that Peter knew and liked, he's dead now. Well, turns out he's not. He's completely fine. And even his fucking cat is alive. Like, what the hell? And that's not all. When he gets to the ferry, like ignoring the extremely stupid scene of him trying to hold the two halves of the ferry together, which is so fucking stupid. Spider-Man should not be able to do things like that, especially such a young version of the character. And you would think that, oh, he's gonna fail, he's gonna let all those people die, and it's gonna be like a huge consequence for him that he's gonna like blame himself for. No, Iron Man comes to his rescue and fixes everything. Like, I just feel that the movie just didn't allow Spider-Man to feel any kind of consequences at all for his actions, for his impulsive and reckless actions. And there's also this like subplot with him having this like a kind of like a romance with Liz Allen. And every time like Liz Allen like every time like Peter doesn't show up to something that Liz invited him to, like going to the science to go to like the science wars, you know, where they're competing against another school. He doesn't show, and Liz doesn't get mad at him. She still likes him. And this is one thing that I don't get. Why the hell does she even like him in the first place? Like, it was never like established that she likes him. She just likes him out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Another thing, when she asks him if he wants to go skinny dipping with her in the pool, he isn't able to show, and she forgives him, and she moves on. She invites him to a prom to go along with her, and he stoods her up, leaves her there for the entire night, I'm assuming, and then she's not mad at him or anything. She just leaves because her dad is the Vulture and he's now sitting in prison, so they have to move. So basically, he doesn't receive any consequences. And the whole like premise of the movie that they're trying to teach is that that Spider-Man believes that he's nothing without the high-tech suit that Tony Stark gave him. And Tony Stark says, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. And I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? He doesn't need that suit. He's fucking Spider-Man. He has spider powers. He has spider strength, agility. He can crawl on walls. He doesn't need that goddamn suit. And at the end of the movie, when he realizes, oh, I have spider powers and I don't need the suit. Like, what? You always could do this. You don't need that goddamn suit. Anyway, and at the end of the movie, Tony Stark acknowledges all the things that Peter did, and he offers him to become an Avenger, and offers him an even more high-tech suit than what he already had. I mean, sure, he declines Tony Stark's offer, but when you see him back, he has this he has this high-tech suit on. Like, what the hell? Like, the whole premise of the movie was showing Spider-Man that he doesn't need the suit in order to be a hero, and then he just gets it back at the end of it. Like, why did you even go through all that lesson in the first place if you're just gonna get the goddamn suit back? It's just pointless at that point. And then we come to Avengers Infinity War. He pretty much behaves like he did it in Spider-Man Homecoming, irresponsibly, recklessly, impulsively, kind of annoying with the references that he uses, like, oh, you remember that old movie? Do you remember that old Alien movie? Like, shut up already, okay? You're annoying me. And then Avengers Endgame, and he shows up for only like the very last part of the movie, but even then, he's kind of like acting a bit of a bitch because he's not able to face all the situations. I mean, sure, he's a kid, I can understand that, but still. And you know what happens? He gets dogpiled by a bunch of these mutant dog things that Thanos has, and you know what he does? He activates his instant kill mode and kills all of them. Spider-Man killing other creatures. Now, I know what you're about to say. Oh, they were just brainless, savage creatures. I mean, we can definitely excuse Spider-Man for doing that. Fine. But it was just so weird seeing Spider-Man just kill a bunch of things when he should not. Spider-Man doesn't kill. That's final. He doesn't fucking kill. That's his number one rule that he doesn't break. I mean, sure, he's broken it sometimes in the comics, but I mean, oh well, most of the times it was just on accident. He didn't want to do it. And now we get to Spider-Man Far From Home, where this movie, I know that all of you in the comments are gonna say, oh, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He should know this, but did he not see the movie and see what happened? No, because I have not seen the goddamn movie yet. I'm gonna go and see it on Friday, which is 2 days from now. So if you're gonna be writing some kind of comment like that, I'm gonna write my own comments saying, do not write these comments. I've not seen the movie yet. So saying that I'm an idiot for saying these things it's not an argument, because I haven't even seen the fucking movie. So please don't comment those things. Now, Spider-Man Far From Home. We get introduced that Spider-Man, he's grieving, he's sad that Tony Stark died at the end of Avengers Endgame. And oh, spoilers! Tony Stark dies in Avengers Endgame. I mean, most people have seen Avengers Endgame by now, so they should know that already. So I don't think you should add the spoilers thing at the end. But still, I just, you know what I really don't like about the trailers that I saw is that he pretty much acts like he has been acting for the past, I don't know, like 1.25 movies. Like, he's been acting the same way since Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Like, he hasn't like matured in character pretty much at all. And what's worse is that he pretty much becomes the new Iron Man. I'll repeat myself again. In this movie, he pretty much becomes Iron Man 2.0. He makes his own suit by using Tony Stark's technology. He has like pretty much access to Tony Stark's wealth and technology because he's in contact with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Happy Hogan. And what? This is not Spider-Man. This is not fucking Spider-Man. And what's more is that he still uses that goddamn suit from Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. And like, I'm assuming like in the first and second halves of the movie. And then he gets this like a red, like this sleek red and black suit, which I actually do like the design of it. I think it looks cool. But knowing that it was created for using Tony's technology, and it's basically the same thing as his old suit, except with a slightly better design. But that could be just my opinion. And also the movie itself, it really looks like a typical Marvel movie, like a standard Marvel movie. Like, it doesn't look anything special. It doesn't look like anything that we haven't seen before. And what's more is that Mysterio, and I mean, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is a really good actor, and I think he was a really good choice for Mysterio. But what the thing is with Mysterio is that he's being portrayed as like this like quote unquote hero from a different alternate universe, which, I mean, come on, it's extremely predictable that he's just lying out of his ass, and at the end of the movie he's just gonna betray Peter, betray everyone, and just gonna reveal himself as to being the old bad Mysterio that we've always known him to be. Like, it's so predictable that it's just hilarious. But if that doesn't happen in the movie, then I'll be pleasantly surprised, because at least it won't be fucking so predictable. And I mean, what can I say? Spider-Man is literally turning into Iron Man, which is so irritating towards me. It really does hurt me that, and it's honestly extremely disgraceful that Marvel's biggest and most popular character is becoming one of their lesser known characters. And I know what you're saying. What? You're saying Iron Man is not popular? You're saying he's not more popular than Spider-Man? Are you an idiot? Look, guys, I'm gonna be straight with you. If it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr. and the MCU, Iron Man wouldn't be nearly as popular and well known as he is today. That is just straight up facts. That is facts. And seeing a character like Spider-Man, who didn't even need like any movies or like cinematic universes to make himself popular. He was already extremely popular through just his comics and through his cartoons. The movies and video games just increased his popularity even more. And seeing him become like this sidekick and this like great value version of Iron Man, it just really hurts me. And it's just such a massive disrespect to the character and his massive legacy that he has left for what, like over 50 years now. It's just such a slap in the face to the character and all the fans that love this character. It's just a real huge slap in the face. And I'm just so sick of it. I really am sick of it. And really, not just Peter Parker and Spider-Man have been ruined in the MCU, but pretty much all of his characters as well. MJ, I really hate this version of MJ. Now, I know she's not technically Mary Jane, she's Miss Michelle Jones, but who the fuck gives a shit? Like, not only is this character so fucking bland and uninteresting, but she's also a bit of an SJW. Yes, and I'm gonna stand by that because of the comment that she made back in Spider-Man Homecoming, saying that the Washington Monument was built by slaves. Like, why did you need to say that? Like, why? Seriously, fuck her. Who else? Ned. I don't care what you say, but that character is not Ned Leeds. That is not Ned Leeds. That is Miles Morales' best friend from the Ultimate Universe, Genki. I don't care what you say, but that's the truth. And really, throughout all of this, like through all the MCU, he's just been kind of like this token best friend that's just there to be funny, like pretty much like comedic relief. And honestly, even most of the time when he's on screen and making jokes, they aren't even that funny, really. Who else? Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god, Flash Thompson. My god, did they really butcher him? Like, am I supposed to really believe that this scrawny looking Indian kid is Flash Thompson? The same Flash Thompson who's a tall, strong, blonde, white man who is a quarterback, who then becomes a soldier, who then becomes Agent Venom in the comics. You really want me to believe that this fucking scrawny little kid who honestly I could definitely beat up in a fucking fight, do you really expect me to feel as intimidated by him as Flash is supposed to be? Do you really expect me to treat him as Peter's bully? Oh, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. He doesn't look threatening in the slightest. Like, honestly, he doesn't look like he could hurt even a fucking fly. And really, just because Nick Fury in this movie doesn't really help it at all, because Nick Fury's character has also been ruined in the MCU, because after watching Captain Marvel, I just can't take his character seriously anymore. After finding out the reason why he's half blind, after finding out the real reason why he's half blind and missing an eye, I just can't show any respect to this version of Nick Fury at all, nor take him seriously anymore, solely because of Captain Marvel ruining his character. Honestly, Disney. And also, I will be making a couple of videos on the subject. After I've watched the movie, I'm gonna post my review on it on my channel, and then after that, I'm gonna post a video doing a video talking about how Disney has just absolutely fucked Spider-Man as a character. And I'm not only gonna be talking about the MCU. Oh no, I'm also going to be talking about the absolute disgraceful versions of him from those two awful animated cartoons. Oh yes, we're going down there, boys. We are going down that. Oh, and I can't wait to make that video. I really can't wait. And honestly, I'm just not excited for this movie. I really am not. I wish I could be. I want to be excited for it, but I'm just not. Like, I mean, sure, I might still be able to be surprised by it. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as I think it will be. Maybe it will actually turn out to be a pretty good Spider-Man movie. I mean, who knows? Maybe. But for now, I just don't see any hope for this movie. Nor do I see any hope for Spider-Man as a character in this cinematic universe. I just don't. And really, I think that's all I have to say about this topic for now. And that was pretty much me ranting and giving my thoughts on what I think about Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man in the MCU as a whole so far. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. And post a comment in the comment section. I would like to read your guys' comments. And for those who are gonna just post comments saying, oh, this idiot doesn't know what he's talking about, he should have seen the movie by now. Well, I haven't, okay? So, if you're gonna just be a dick in the comments, then don't write a comment at all, okay? So, yeah. This was From a Point of View, and I will catch you guys later when I'll do my review of Spider-Man Far From Home. Later.